Hey guys, what's happening? I haven't done a VW update or profile in quite a while, and obviously I made top 5 for our regionals up in Joburg at Geekhome. So this is the list that I played. So I'm going to take you guys through it. It's a bit different, but hopefully, well, it did pretty well on the day, and I feel like it's going to do pretty well going forward as well. There's a few changes that I'm going to make, but I'll go through that as we go through the deck list. Cool. So going through the deck, we have so VW is pretty standard: 3 Lulu, 3 Lily, 3 GG, 3 Lau Lau, 2 Nyan Nyan. With the Nyan Nyan specifically, I might be looking at bumping this up to 3. I feel like teleport might go to 3. And also with this particular version, you need level 3 wind monsters, and then yeah, that's probably the best because it can come back as a tuner. So that might be a thing. I'm going to test that and see how that goes. We're playing 3 Speedroids. So this is VW Speedroid. I played a very small package for the regionals because I was a bit concerned that I might break on them, but in fact in testing at the event and obviously after, it seems like actually I could play quite a bit more. But I played on the day 1 Teratop, 1 Tombow, 1 Piper. I'll go through in a bit basically my theory behind that, what I wanted to do. Then I played 3 Nib, 3 Nib in the main, 3 Droll in the main, 3 Kowloon, 3 Klinglong, 2 Teleport, 2 Tactics, 2 Desires, 1 Call By, 1 Drops. Unfortunately, I only own 1 Drops at the moment, but also I don't particularly like drops with the VW deck. I prefer Dark Ruler, but like obviously in my previous deck profile for the DT event, I played 3 drops, 1 Dark Ruler, but like to be honest, like with this deck, he's probably better with Dark Ruler. It just is. And then 3 Imperm. Imperm is just really strong at the moment, so I'm going to avoid not playing it. So I played 3 Imperm, 2 Chuche, 1 Kowloon, 1 Zango. And then extra deck we have Kalega package, so Kalega and Madragon, Altimaya and Crystal Wing for the Crystal Wing package. We have Shen Shen, Vermilion, Coral and Coral Charge as the level 6s. And then this is the new additions. We have 1 times Baron, 1 times Clearwing. So the idea is that, okay, well, then I'll go through that at the end of the video. Okay, and then XYZs, we have Zeus, Charge Warrior obviously for the Zeus play for the full material. Beyond, Fan, and Fortune Chun. This is pretty standard for my decks. This is usually the XYZ package that I'm playing. Sometimes, obviously, like Phantom Fortress and stuff, but this is pretty much my standard XYZ package. Okay, and then side deck, 3 times Lancia. This is obviously really good. Hits lots of decks. Within Gauteng, we have a lot of Dragon Link, VW. There's quite a bit of Try, so Lancia is really good against those. Phantoms, yeah. Okay, then Crow. Crow I actually wanted to play in the main, just because of how many people are playing it Forza. And then also because it hits like Drytron like really hard. It kind of can hit birds a little bit, and then it does hit Dragon Link. Like for example, if you seal to bounce something, you can Crow the seal and then they can't special summon. So that's like really good. It shuts off basically both the extender and the tiding bounce. So I really want to remain this, but unfortunately I couldn't really justify maining it because it's like kind of meh against some decks. It's like okay against some and then it's really good against others. So a lot of the time it just be dead. So I decided to just side it. And then we have 2 times Bell. Obviously, like Byron won the OTS championship. He was playing Twins, so I don't want to underestimate that deck in particular. And that deck is kind of susceptible to Bell, because obviously the link 4 tries to special summon, you can Bell it. Also, if anyone is playing Pure Try, Revolt, etc. But generally, I was thinking, okay, 3 Crow and 2 Bell would be a pretty good side against Evil Twin. So, yeah, that's why I played the Bells. Then 3 times Dark Ruler, obviously for all of the big combo decks, really good. 1 times IO, 1 times Gilrain, 2 times Solemn. Solemn, as I've said in my other videos for the other events that I've done, like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. Anti-Spell is like really good, but unfortunately you're taking kind of a gamble that they don't have either chainable spells such as like Twin or Cyclone, or they don't have like Evenly or something. So Solemn is like a guaranteed negate of something, and if for some reason they don't have a board breaker, you can use it to negate like a summon of XYZ, a Zeus play or whatever it may be. So that's why the 2 summons are there. Cool. Okay, so theory around the deck that I played. First off, let's go to the Speedroids. So with the Speedroids, the idea is they are extra level 3 summons. The only restriction they have is Tomborg, and that's only if you use its tribute to special summon a Speedroid tuner from deck. So if you special summon it from your hand, it's free. There's no restriction. It's a free level 3 monster, and obviously you can trigger Nyan Nyan can come back and so on. So it's basically free bodies that like kind of complement the strategy to Synchro. If you open with like Terratop first, then you're getting like +2. I know, but I'll explain why +2. But you're getting pretty much +2 for free, and then you combo in, which anyone who played VW would know that like the hand management is like the biggest issue for that deck. It's very difficult to like play at all if you don't have at least 2 cards in your hand. So yeah, so Terratop, Tomborg, special summon itself when you control a wing monster, so you don't need to have a level 3 or anything. You could go Crystal Wing combo, you have Crystal Wing there. Crystal Wing is a wind monster, you can special summon Tomborg, bring back Nyan Nyan, etc. So that's pretty good. Okay, and then Piper is the reason why I played this deck. So I actually been testing this deck for like over 6 months now, because in the OCG they announced Piper like a long time ago, and I was like very interested in this card, so I started testing it at that point, and I realized that there's a few good, like really strong things about this card that I thought it was going to be a lot better than it turned out, but at the same time it's still really good. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this, especially if they're playing any decks that could utilize the Speedroids in some way. So first off, if it's normal or special summon, it's basically prosperity for wind monsters. So if it's normal or special summon, you can activate equal to the number of other wind monsters you control, add one of those cards to your hand, put the rest bottom of your deck. There's no restriction on this, so you can do that, and you can still draw, you can do that. It doesn't lock you into anything. It's absolutely free. If you throw in the fact that this can be special summoned from your deck with Tomborg, like you literally prosperity in mid combo for free, no restriction. Obviously if you use Tomborg, you stuck into wind monsters, but it's pretty much free. It's a free card, and it's a free card that you choose to add to your hand. And there's so many times where I added a hand trap or a droplet or something, that just made it that much more difficult for my opponent to break my board of this card, that it was nuts. Or combo sometimes. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is it's a level 4 tuner, so it allows you to get into Baron. If you have level 6 in levels, and then you have this, you can get into Baron. So like Charge Warrior or 2 level 3s, etc. And then it has another effect in Graveyard that it can banish itself to reduce a wing monster by 2. And basically what that does is allows VWs to get into Baron or Clearing. So for example, if you have Laulo and a level 3, Usually that's 9. So if you drop it by 2, then you can get into clear win if you need clear win for some reason. If you have, let's say, Lalo Lily, that's 12 in level, so you either go in Ultimaya, but let's say you know for a fact that Ultimaya is not going to work. So you can basically banish this, drop Lao by 2, that's 10, you can make Baron straight. So basically this card particularly allows you to get into level 7 and level 10 fairly easily. More so I would say for level 10 because it just works a little bit better. But yeah, so this is the centerpiece of like why I played this. Changes that I'll make, I'll probably play more Tomborg, I'll probably play 2 to 3, and I'll probably play another Piper. Because I realized that actually normal summoning Piper is like really strong. So sometimes you might go, Lulu effect summon, special summon Tomborg, normal summon Piper that should be like hard draw or something, prosperity for 2, pick 1 card, etc. Synchro for charge, draw a card. That's 4th summon, and then 5th summon you make Baron, and then you continue your BW play because you obviously use Lulu. You probably have like Lily in hand or something. You continue your BW plays from there. So like that's like really strong, and that basically gives you what? Yeah, probably like +2 because Lulu and this guy added you 2 cards. So your hand management is really strong with this version. Yeah, you can break if you hard draw Piper, but I think for the most part it's pretty much live. Yeah, so that's basically the deck. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, let me know your thoughts on this particular build. I'm probably gonna do some updates probably in the new year on this deck because there's not much events at the moment. So I'll obviously adjust it, add in the extra Speedroids, see how that goes. And yeah, so cool. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep tuned for some more videos. Cool.